Hey, y'all, welcome back to Next Level Transformational Podcast. I am Tiffany, your host, your transformational life coach, and the realest on the planet. Just saying. I am excited to be back with you guys for yet another episode. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? If you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome. I am here to help you to navigate through inner transformation, gain some clarity and some understanding, but also where you can find balance and restore the core essence of who you're created to be. Next Level Transformation Gang, what's up? I appreciate all the love and support, whether you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend verbally. I appreciate it all, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Okay? Listen, this episode, I felt the need to kind of talk about it just because it was revealed to me of the significance of inner transformation, but it's levels to this. You know what I mean? It's levels to transforming. It's levels to inner shift and inner change. So many people have this misconception that if they just focus on one part, one stage of inner transformation, that it can transform their life in its entirety, and it can't, because then you are out of balance, right? I hear a lot of educators and a lot of speakers and a lot of life coaches discuss how transforming your mindset is the key to shifting your whole life. And it's the starting point. Okay. But if you only are focusing on shifting and transforming your mindset, yet your emotions are still unstable, right? Yet your spiritual development is still weakened and easily influenced. Yet your physical is unhealthy, right? And imbalanced. Yet your connections are still toxic. You know what I mean? The mindset is your starting point. And when you do start with transforming your mind, not just in a growth mindset, but just in a healed and elevated mindset, you start to see the other areas where you need to make adjustments as well, right? It's not really talked about, it's not really discussed, but it's evident when you start to do your inner transformation. And this particular episode is kind of a sense of encouragement, because it is hard to transform, it is hard to shift, it is hard to release the old way of thinking, the old way of believing, and the old way of feeling, especially if you are or you have been in this particular state for a very long time. I know a lot of individuals who are still struggling with change, and they're really resisting it in a way where it's keeping them limited and it's keeping them stagnant, just because they don't want to. I have a daughter that don't like change, right? Because it's unpredictable. You don't know what to expect when you are faced with shifts, and you don't know what to expect when you are faced with change. And so I know young and old people who run away from change, but it's something that you have to solely desire and surrender to. The thing about inner transformation and the thing about shifting and changing has so many different layers to it, and it has so many different components to it, that people have this misconception that we all have to transform the same, that we all have to shift the same. And you find, once you start your inner transformation, that your journey is not like the rest. So I'm here to encourage you, however you need to start, however it may look for you. Don't find yourself in a state of comparison. We already do that when it comes to professionalism. We already do that when it comes to our economical status. We have a sense of trying to compare and trying to look at the neighbor to the left and to the right and feel as if, okay, I'm kind of falling behind. With inner transformation, it has to be at your own pace. It has to be at your own will, and it has to be at your own way, grounded in your spiritual foundation for you to persevere. That's why I said it's levels to this. It's not just a simple, oh, I want to change and I start cutting off people. It's not as simple as that. Because one of the things that I had to realize myself, when I made changes to cut off certain people, when I made changes to release, when I made changes, sorry if you hear the background noise, y'all. Listen, made changes to cut off people, I found myself still kind of emotionally tied to them. And so I knew I had to heal my emotional state when it came to adjusting my social connections, right? So it's not as easy as just making one slight adjustment. It's levels to inner transformation, it's levels to shifting, it's levels to changing, it's levels to evolving. And it's like peeling it back layer by layer. I described in the last video whether your inner transformation you may be considered an onion, right? Where it's sour, it's bitter, the scent has your eyes watering, right? But it's so many deep layers that you would need to pull back. And when you do, it's painful. Okay, it's uncomfortable. Or you could be a banana where you are one that you are wanting to transform your hardness to softness. And so you have to peel each side a little at a time to expose your softness to feel comfortable, to expose your softness to really sit in your true essence, right? Inner transformation is different for everybody, but it's layers to it. I don't want anybody to have this misconception about all you need to do is just change your mind. No. No, it's not just that simple. It's not just that easy. Transformation is hard. Transformation is deep. Transformation is difficult. Transformation is uncomfortable. But transformation is life changing. Transformation is worth it. Transformation is puts you in a position of realness. It's truth. It's light. It's love, right? It's levels to it, but it's levels that you can achieve, just like it's levels to entrepreneurship. This is the thing about it. So a lot of us have no problems handling the different stages and the different levels through entrepreneurship, building a business, right? We have no problem handling the different stages and different levels when it comes to getting intimate with somebody. But we run from shifting and changing our old way of living, believing, and thinking. We run from the levels. We run from the shifts, right? It's because we are afraid of what the truth will unfold for who we truly are. With entrepreneurship, you don't know who you are as a business leader. You don't know who you are as a business owner. In a relationship, you don't know how you're going to be as a boyfriend with this particular person. You don't know how you're going to be as a girlfriend with this particular person. You don't know how you're going to show up as a wife or a husband, right? So you're interested, you're intrigued. But you feel as if when you uncover the depths of who you are, you feel like you know who is going to show, and you're a little afraid, right? So we run from change, we run from transformation. I'm here to tell you it's time to stop running, right? It's time for us to stop being imposters when it comes to shifting within who we truly are and dive into the depths. It's time. The society is shifting, the world is shifting, and it's shifting in a way where surfaced and falsified narratives are kind of falling apart. So it's time for you to get real with yourself, and it's time for you to really dive into the levels and really dive into the layers. Okay, it's time. And it's honestly, let me tell you something. I had this conversation, it's just a personal testimony. I had this conversation with Heavenly Father this morning where um I was just thinking as I was driving, and I was saying to myself, like, okay, what I've lost will really come back triple fold and tenfold. And I was really focusing, and I was really just in awe that I came to that clear understanding, right? We talk about it, we speak about it, that we go through whatever that we lose, Heavenly Father will always supply it 10 times better, you know what I mean? But to be sit in the realization of that. And a lot of you guys have to really pray for this clarity where your old self, it's tough to release it. It's tough to let go. It's tough to let go the old way of thinking, the old way of believing, the old way of moving. It is. Change is hard, right? But the renewal of who he created you to be is going to be 10 times better. And you have to endure the levels, and you have to endure the layers. But you got this. I'm so proud of all the work that you have done so far. I'm so proud of each one of y'all holding strong with us at Next Level Transformation, because the fact that you are showing up each and every week with the episodes is telling me that you are showing up for yourself each and every week. You are diving into inner transformation for yourself each and every week, and I'm so proud of you. If you are wanting to join with like-minded individuals that's on this journey of inner transformation, restoring the balance of the 7 dimensions of wellness, follow Next Level Wellness Club on Facebook for more information. Dive into the community of change. And we are super, super excited to have you join us. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be a blessing, y'all. And to others, can I let you bless too?